You are the creator of your life. You can manifest anything you want. Hello from Hawaii. I hope you are all doing well. In this video, we are going to dive into 5 tips on how to manifest your desires into your physical reality in a way that allows you to flow with it and not try to force it. So you can actually have and hold your desires physically. We are always manifesting. Our outer reality is a physical manifestation of our internal world. With that being said, there are several things that we can do to help us manifest specific things into our life. Because we're always manifesting, it's really important to be mindful of what we're manifesting. And if our outer reality is not in alignment with us or not something that we are happy with, then it's a great sign that something in your inner world needs to change. And if you're struggling manifesting your desires, then these tips, if you follow these tips, you will manifest your desires more and quicker than you might expect. So I have a very interesting story, and the reason I'm making this video is because of this Hawaii trip that I'm on. After meditating one day several months ago, I decided that this year for my birthday, I wanted to go to Hawaii. At the time, I had no idea how I was going to make that happen. I had no idea how the logistics of all that would work out. But because I was in alignment with it, things worked out so fast. 2 weeks after I said that, my cousin calls me and is like, I'm taking my family to Hawaii, do you want to come? And I was like, yes. And here I am. So it's extremely quick, but it's because I've done all these different things that I'm able to draw in very rapidly the things that I want to manifest, that I'm in alignment with. And there's other things that I'm not in alignment with that I have to come to be in alignment with. So now let's dive into the tips. This first tip is huge. You need to learn the lessons. Whenever you want to specifically manifest something, or in general in your life, there will always be challenges that occur, things that you need to overcome and learn lessons from, cycles and patterns that you might find yourself in. And if you do not learn the lesson from these challenges and hardships, from these cycles that you're in, then you will continue to be in the same cycle. And it's most of the time in those situations where you find it seems really difficult to actually manifest that what you want. You may even try all these different manifestation methods. You may even do all this stuff. You may put in the effort into visualizing and scripting and all these things, but you never seem to actually get what you want, while other people seem to get it what seems like quicker. And part of that reason might be because you're not learning the lessons. You're staying stuck in the same cycle. So that is huge. You must learn the lessons. The quicker you can learn the lesson, the quicker you're able to get out of the cycle. And so the quicker you're able to draw into you the experiences that you actually want to have in your life. If you wanted to manifest an amazing group of friends who are loyal, who are loving, who support you, who uplift you, and then when you set that intention, the current group of friends that you have start to fall away and you become scared, it's in that moment that if you learn that lesson and you do the inner work to allow yourself to let them go and move on and trust that something better is on the way, then you will draw in very rapidly the new friendships that you're looking for, because you're doing the inner work to up-level yourself, to not only become the friend that you're looking for, to be in alignment with that, but also to release the baggages and people that are holding you back from that. So you have to be willing to learn the lesson and do the inner work to allow yourself to align with that which you want. The second tip is accepting what you have right now. Now, many people might think that this means accepting it and never moving away from it, accepting it and just staying stuck in it. No, what I mean by this is accepting that this is the situation, or this is where I'm at, this is who I have, and it's not in alignment, or it's not what I want. So how can I get in alignment with what I do want? Once you've accepted what you have, you know how to move forward and away from it. But if you still haven't accepted what you have, then you're going to have a very difficult time in trying to understand what you need to do to get what you don't, or what you want. The third step is related to manifestation methods. All over the internet, there are so many different manifestation methods, and so many of them will claim to be the one manifestation method. This is the perfect manifestation method. Using this will allow you to manifest anything you want. And while that might be true for some people, it may not work for others. So the manifestation method you use is not important. Ultimately, it boils down to a few things. One, gaining clarity on what you want. What do you want to manifest? You need to gain clarity on that. And while you're gaining clarity, you want to be in the emotional state of feeling like you already have it. Drawing in that emotion and really focusing on and absorbing, sitting with that emotion and that feeling. Then taking inspired action on the different intuitive hits that you get. And while you're doing all of this, the foundation is inner work. There's going to be fears that pop up, limiting beliefs, challenges, roadblocks maybe, all sorts of things that you will have to possibly overcome. And that's where inner work comes in. So inner work is that foundation, and being able to gain that clarity and be in that feeling, in that emotional state, will help propel you forward, while also taking inspired action. Because obviously if you never take the action, it's not going to work. Like, that's a huge component of manifestation. The manifestation method that you use should be easy. It should flow. It shouldn't feel like you're forcing it. So pick a method that works best for you. And maybe there is no method currently that people are talking about, so you just need to find something else. Maybe it's as simple as just stating it, writing it down, and that's it. Or however you do it, it just needs to flow and work with you. And the next thing is not to overdo it. Don't overdo your manifestation method. You only need to do it once. One time is enough. Then you need to release and trust and believe that it will happen. That's where that inner work comes in. But you just do it once and you allow it to flow into your life naturally. The fourth tip is to get into the vibrational frequency to attract whatever it is that you want. Because, like I said, we're always manifesting. We have to be mindful of that, of what we're drawing into our reality. And so again, as I said earlier, you just want to be mindful of what you're attracting in, and for whatever it is that you do want to attract in, you need to align yourself with your energy to that. And this is not something you can force. Manifestation is not something you can force. You have to allow it to flow. So if you're trying to force it, it's gonna hurt you. You're gonna end up creating more tension, more stress, more pain and hurt in your life. Whereas if you just allow it to flow and allow things to unfold as it naturally, you'll have a much easier time. And the example that's coming to me right now is when you use the restroom and you have to use number 2, if you force it, it's gonna cause a lot of tension and stress in your body. Whereas if you allow it to flow, it feels better and there's less stress on your body, so you're not hurting yourself. It's a very interesting example, but it's the one that just came to me. The fifth tip I have is to consume content that aligns you to what you want. So for example, if you wanted that great group of friends, those loving, uplifting, motivating group of friends, then consume content that's in alignment with that. Consume content that shows that portrays that. Consume not just content, but consume things that show that. This way you prove to your mind that it is possible. You start to prove to your mind that this reality is possible and it's there for you. And any limiting beliefs that come up, you're able to work through it. And it's also not just about consumption, it's about creating too. So put yourself in situations where you're more likely to meet those types of people. Create that loving state within you first, and then you'll draw it in. Follow these tips and just watch and see how quickly you manifest. That's all I have for you today. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I'll catch you in another video. Bye.